Alrighty, welcome back, Long Darkers. Hopefully my voice lasts. I'm getting over a cold, but yeah, we'll jump back into the Cougar bait run. We should be able to make our bow, is the idea. So let's jump in and go ahead and do that. I went back and watched the video, intro video that Hinterland put out. So I think we glow in the dark. I think we won't see the Cougar for 5 days, I think is the idea. I think it's 5 days after the start of the run, but because of we were already a few days in, I think it's still going to give us 5 days, which is why we haven't really seen anything, I think. But we got to make a bow anyway before we can fight it, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then we may be killing this moose if he's still out. I don't see him currently, but anyway. Alright, let's get a little bit of food. But yeah, we'll make our bow. It's early in the morning, it's real cold, not much else to do. And then yeah, we'll see where the day takes us here. Crafting bow, excuse me. There we go. Knife. We go 3 hours and see what happens. Cool. I'm almost halfway there. Let's check the weather. If we get like a mag lens fire or something, maybe we can make some water while we're doing this. Yeah, we're definitely not making water. Yep, there he is. Alright, so he's still out there, so if we get this done, that may be our first kill. As much for safety as for anything else, because he's right out front, and odds are at some point I'll just forget that he's there, and he'll stomp me. Which will make it a little bit harder to fight the Cougar with broken ribs. So, yeah, I think we'll just we'll finish this off. And then we may be fighting a moose. Alrighty, let's make sure we have arrows. Sounds like the weather is turning awful out there, which doesn't surprise me based on how windy and snowy it was earlier. Sick. Alright, well, that's going to make it a little bit hard to fight anything. Alrighty. I'm going to see if there's any branches to break here. I'm not actually that cold. Oh, now I am. Alright. Well, put a little damper on our plans. So, if we're going to kill this moose, we're probably going to want to cook it, and if I remember correctly, we have like nothing with regard to firewood. Yeah, so maybe we'll chop up some stuff in here. That way we have some firewood. Also pass some time. Sounds like it's probably still awful out there. And it is. Any branches respawn yet? Nope. That is unfortunate. Still don't know what to do with that animal fat yet. I haven't played around too much. The new update, been busy with other things. Alright, well, let's get some more stuff. More wood. How much does it take for these wheels? 49 minutes for 3. Take 2 hours. Whatever. Still sounds like a blizzard. We're gonna have cabin fever issues. Oh, no. So it's not technically a blizzard, but it's definitely not the weather that I would be hoping for. So for hunting a moose, especially early on, like, yeah, I mean, your bow skill is so low, you don't do a lot of damage. You really want to hunt from a safe place, which I feel like I can do from up on that rock there. But normally my preferred method is to light a fire, because the moose will not approach a fire. And so you can always retreat back to the fire once you get him all mad. But this weather makes it so that lighting a fire is not going to happen. So maybe we'll get up on top of this rock here and try to shoot him. But I'm wondering if he can get up there, we're boned. We're gonna get stomped. I don't trust my level 1 archery skill enough to actually do enough damage to kill him. If he does have access to that. So I'd really like to be able to start a fire somewhere so that I can retreat to that and be safe. So that is currently the predicament. Looks like maybe the wind might be dying down. Okay. Okay. I think we can work with this. I think we can get a fire next to that rock that's wind sheltered. And then we'll just shoot the moose from that point. I don't know if I dare get closer than this. Am I wind sheltered yet? No, the wind changed direction again. Alright. So, once again, I think we've shown this on this video series. If you just tap crouch on and off, you get the benefits of stealth, but you can move a little bit faster. Alright, I'm hoping that I can get a fire here that is wind sheltered. Yes. Okay. So. Just making sure he's not coming around the corner. Probably should have used accelerant. He now sounds like he's behind me a little bit. Alright, I'm just gonna use the accelerant because I don't want him to come around the corner and stomp me. Alright, let's start shooting the moose. There he is. Hi, buddy. I know you're real mad. Frick. Actually, he didn't run that far. Okay. So, we'll retreat it back to the fire. hit him. How does he feel about that? He's not happy, but he's not running. Oh shoot, he's running. Alright, fire, 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 fire. Alright. He's definitely not happy about that. Alright. So we've got him in the leg, we got him maybe in the back. See how far he goes. Yeah, the first moose kill is always tough. I'm used to archery 5 on my long run, where you can crouch and shoot. I mean, the last 2 moose I've killed on my just one shot in the head from pretty close distance. All right, he's coming back. He's coming back. Let's make sure we're within running distance. He's coming. Archery skill improved. That means I hit him. Aha! Love it. Alright, well, we got this fire going, so we might as well keep using it. Moose down. Can't remember if moose carcasses give wind shelter, but I'm not gonna get. No bears can. Alright, let's use our torch. We have 1 stick left. Shall pray that it works. And we hit our 75. So yeah, now we'll have, for God's sakes. So now we have a ton of meat here, which should allow us to do whatever we need to do. Torch. I don't have any tinder. I don't want to use my birch bark. I know I have tons of tinder in here, so let's just go do that. Grab a bunch of tinder. We eventually will get a friggin' fire out of this torch. I could, you know, the once again, the fire striker does give extra. Hello, book. Fire striker does give extra chance to start a fire, so that could have been a better option. But it's not a big deal. There's no predators around. We're not in a big hurry. The wind just died down and kind of changed. So yeah, the weather shouldn't be changing dramatically. I'd be shocked if we get another blizzard since the first one just ended. So no rush here. Make sure I collect my arrows. Alright. Torch, cattail, and a book. 95. Surely we hit those.
Come on, little fire.
Alright, beautiful. So, takes 2 hours to quarter. I'm going to slice off a couple of these first so we can cook those, and then we will quarter. Just in case things get ugly, we'll have bags of meat that we can just drag back to camp on this. Probably should not have been holding that ptarmigan. Alright, so we'll quarter. Use the hacksaw. We'll try to stop about halfway through to get those meats.
The sun is setting.
Didn't quite get it.
Soon.
It saves your progress. So quarter for a little bit longer. It sounds like cooked meat. The cooked meat sound is a little bit different. Eat that. I got 49 minutes. Let's make some water. finish this off. We got 40 minutes on the fire. Take some dehydration damage, I think. Oh well. We get an Aurora. I can't remember if the camp. Oops. If the camp office has the radio that you need to contact the trader. Okay, well, we lost our fire, it looks like. Maybe? I'm gonna move this. 2 minutes. I'm gonna try to move this fire.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Someplace where it's more sheltered. Alright, where's the wind coming from? Is this sheltered? I feel like it's safer back here where it's sheltered from 2 angles. Alright, we might get one last chance to save this fire. I mean, yeah, it's just like gusts of wind, it's not crazy. I'd really like this water to finish though. It's unfortunate. Try again. Ah. It did boil at least. Alright, so we did get something out of that. Show my Trelaw. Alright, well we're just gonna have to hustle this stuff back.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
That's really heavy. Especially against the wind. So, we'll drop our guts inside the cure. Drop our steak. And then, yeah, I guess we'll just be harvesting. We're not going to be able to cook it, it doesn't look like. I don't know if I necessarily want to use another fire. Alright, these are some of those are cured, so I'm going to drop these in the corner. A little further away. Always gotta turn that radio on. Love it. Stick our moose over here. Get him curing. Collect our buffer memory for funsies. We'll be expecting their return this winter, but end results remain unknown. I hope to gather additional information, additional data on this phenomenon next spring. Continued logging could be a factor. Interesting. Oops. Well, we are quite tired. Let's go check. We start bringing stuff back towards camp office. I am worried about Aurora wolves, so I have all 10 of my arrows. Great.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So every time we pick up one of these, we're probably luring wolves closer and closer, so they may not be here now, but I figure they will eventually show up. drop. Let's drop that. The fat, I guess we'll put it there. I guess maybe I'll start harvesting this a little bit. Get wind sheltered. It's faster. Let's see, yeah, those double insulation are definitely doing work here. It's nice to be warm in the dead of night.
I need to find a place to rest.
So that did not cost us much of anything in terms of health, so let's just keep going. Our knife is gonna need a whetstone here. And then we might be just going to bed. We're pretty tired.
I can't feel my feet.
Maybe we'll get a mag lens fire tomorrow. Alright.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Let's make one last trip out here. And then we'll run back. We'll probably sleep it off. A little bit. Although, I mean, we don't have to regain any health right now. We are very healthy. And these bags will deteriorate when they're left outside, and we will lose the moose meat after, I think it's like 3 days, these bags will disappear. They'll reduce down to 0%. So maybe we just kind of fight through it a little bit. And we'll just do some napping. In the interest of saving my knife, let's use the hacksaw. So we can kind of alternate napping, I think, and going outside. I also don't want to get cabin fever is the issue, because we've been outside, or sorry, inside a lot. 6.5 hours to make the bow. Chopping wood for another like 4 hours. Alright. But I don't have any stamina to run if I don't nap. So, why don't we nap? Take a couple hours, build up a little bit of stamina. Am I crouched? Okay. What do I have? I'm so heavy just because I'm tired, I guess. Okay, great. Once again, we can use this to see our way around, but we do have light from the aurora, so I'm not super worried about it. Alrighty. We'll nap for a couple hours, get some fatigue back, that way we can do a run out. Grab a bag and bring it back without getting mauled by a wolf, hopefully. Good. And yeah, that'll also warm us up so that we can continue harvesting outside, reduce some of that cabin fever risk. See any shiny green wolves out there on the lake? Doesn't look like it. So, grab a bag, bring it back. I should probably drop a bunch of stuff so I can maybe grab 2 bags in the future.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
So, save me a couple trips if I do that. Alright,
I'll
wind
rest soon,
sheltered.
I'm gonna faint.
Yes. There's that moose steak. I should eat the venison first because I cooked it first and I do not have cooking 5 yet. So that could make me sick. This is almost certainly frozen, yeah, so... Yeah, it actually goes much faster. So that is a strategy. If you leave these to be frozen, you can actually harvest them faster with a hacksaw when it's frozen than when it's 0% frozen with a knife, if I remember correctly, especially a low carcass harvesting skill. So if you do want to speed up the process, that is a thing that you can do. Just drop that. Okay, put the bow away. Okie dokie.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
This inside. Actually, do I want to do that? Do I just want to sleep to warm up? Probably do that instead. Alright, let's drop this back outside. Let's take another nap. Just drop the bedroll and save some time. Of course, there's probably a bunch of stuff on the ground here. Got it. A couple hours, sleep and warm up. Get back to work. We lost the Aurora. So, no Aurora wolves. Blah, 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 if I could say that. Just good. I don't even have that much stuff to drop. I'm just really tired. Auroras, if they do last till dawn, I believe are guaranteed to give you like a sunny day, like right when the sun comes up, so you can use a mag lens. So sometimes that is nice. So we'll see if this, it's very clear right now, so if this turned to, can't run. I want to slowly drag this. Man, I wish I had the travois. But yeah, if you are, if you do have an Aurora and you do want a mag lens fire, sometimes it's worth it to wake up right before dawn.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
So that you can get that mag lens fire going right when the sun comes up. So we are close. If we harvest one of these, it'll probably be about that time. So we might be able to get a mag lens fire if we're lucky. It's very cold now, so I don't know. We end up taking some cold damage if we harvest outside, which is fine. We're at full health, so not super worried about it. Yeah, we'll definitely take some cold damage, but we'll be right. Eh, not even that bad.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Dude, this bow does make it harder to, like, drop the meats. Excuse me? Don't eat that, please. Fat pile. If I'm gonna be inside, I should probably just rest, so. So, we won't harvest outside. There it is. Let's go for an hour to warm up and then see if we get a mag lens fire because we can start cooking some of this stuff up. Alright, how we doing, Gray Bear? Mag lens fire. Okay, where's the wind coming from? Back here. Nope. That is unfortunate. Really? It's a beautiful sunrise. I feel like we should be able to get a mag lens out of that. There's like 2 wispy clouds out there. Fine. Let's go back to the wind sheltered area. It's not perfectly clear. Fine. Technicalities. Crows. Was that the deer that the wolf killed?
I just want to lay down for a bit.
Oops. Right, I can't make a fire right now with the mag lens. Wispy clouds killing me. Alrighty. It's a deer, right? I think these crows weren't out earlier. Yeah, it's the deer. Yeah. Need anything off that? I don't know what these tapping sounds are. Let's get our 2 meat bags. And head back to camp office.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Too fat to run. Alrighty. So, yeah, I think we'll just continue sleep to warm up, come out and harvest. Hopefully we'll get a mag lens at some point. Start a fire. And then we may be going to kill the bear. Because, yeah, like I said, we watched that video. I think we need to be... I think it takes 5 days for the cougar to appear. And since the patch dropped, I think I've only been in-game 3 days. Even though we've been alive for 14. So I think there's like a cutscene where the cougar just shows up, like, full-on, like, John Cena intro music. Just to scare the poop out of you. And I haven't seen that. But we certainly haven't explored all of Mystery Lake, so could be that the cougar is just out there in an area that we haven't looked at yet. Alright, well now that it's easier to see upstairs, can I bring a bunk bed downstairs with this base customization? Yes, we can. Alright, no more going upstairs. Put you right here. Huh? Oh yeah, that's just feng shui if I've ever seen it. Just make my life easier. Okay, let's we just need to warm up. I don't need to recover a whole bunch of health. We can do that later. We'll just kind of keep ourselves topped up a little bit so that we're warm. And then eventually we'll sleep 10 at some point. But I do want to look out for a mag lens fire. Kind of low on wood though is an issue. That's not a mag lens fire. Alright, back at it. Let's see, full heat meter. 39 minutes, and we're not going to take damage. Awesome.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
Alright, we did get a blizzard, so theoretically, yeah, there should be some branches and sticks here. And sticks here. And sticks, there's one. Wow. The long dark does provide. I do need some firewood if I'm going to start cooking this stuff eventually. So, go back inside. Warm it up. Can I reach the bed over the counter? Oh man, my life is so much better. That is awesome. Alrighty. Let's go back out. Chop up a little bit more. Look for that mag lens. Fire. If not, we can use a match. Or a fire striker too, so we're not like dying. I'm still in the mentality of like 200 something day interloper where, you know, I've used a lot of matches. And so I want to conserve them because you just never, you know, I don't know how many matches I'm going to have to light between day 225 and 500. But we're early on. We've barely explored any areas. We can use a few matches here and there if we have to. Once that cooked meat pile goes down, then we may be forced to use a match. But since I don't have a ton of firewood right now, I'm not really in a hurry to light a fire that won't last very long. Speaking of which, just get a couple branches. Maybe. How much firewood do we have? 2 reclaimed wood. 12 sticks is not a knot. I don't really want to use the coal, but could throw one of those on there. Let's pop around the corner here real quick. Once again, blizzards should respawn sticks and birch bark, so this is a like stick spawn area right around this corner. Turn that into a stick. Stick. Gonna get a lot of love, apparently. Still looking for cougar markings as well. Looks like right over the other side of the tracks, so be careful. Excuse me, please. Astrid. Calm down on the bow. Most of the sticks we're going to find without going too far. I'm not interested in wolves right now. So. I can hear footsteps. Okie dokie. We could chop that up if we wanted. We're pretty warm, so that might be worth it. Let's check this one. An hour and a half, an hour. To get 3 firewood. I'm gonna do it. think because we're so warm. And aha, that looks like a mag lens. Alrighty, just in time. So, we can start cooking. Should do that while the weather's nice. Where is the wind shelter? Is it over here? Here it is. Maglens cattail book. Take a little while, but that's a 95%. Can't argue with that. So yeah, I think we'll cook a little bit. As long as our firewood lasts us.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Come on, little
My
fire.
fingers feel numb.
I believe in you, little fire. We can hit that 95. Hit it. Beautiful. Alrighty.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
If it's worth it to start another fire to get 2 more cooking slots.
Meat trees?
Maybe once we have this one. I mean, all we'll have is cooking, so maybe we should do that. Let's get another book from inside. Maybe we'll make some water with the second one. And then, yeah, we'll cook until seems like it's a good time to go to sleep. Go out looking for cougars or bears, I think, tomorrow. See what we can find. Yeah, like I said, I do want to kind of wait. Like, I don't want to go crazy looking for the cougar if it's going to be 5 days anyway. So maybe we'll go look for the bear on Mystery Lake and kill him. We do know where the other bear is. It's over by the logging camp. By process of elimination, although they did do the wildlife refresh, so that may not be a bear spawn anymore. So that is something to think about. I do want to make water, actually. Alright, 54 minutes. Hour on each fire. Alright, we got all our meat harvested, so it will not disappear. It will be losing condition outside. But when you cook something, it increases its condition by 50%. So, you know, it's at 80, so we'll cook it, it'll go up to 100. So early on, when you don't have the cooking level 5, it's not always super advisable to cook all your meat, because then it'll just start decaying and it may go moldy before you're able to eat it. Speaking of eating it, there we go. Okay, this is perfect timing since our meat pile ran out. So after this water's done, we'll probably switch over to just full-on moose meat. Chef. I don't want a torch. Just reduce my fire by 10 minutes. I like to lay out my meat just so I know how many I have. Sometimes a pile can be deceiving. Maybe we'll pull some feathers. We can upgrade our bedroll. 49 minutes. We do have time. Do we have anything to craft? No. We have some sticks that we can use for our fire, so maybe we'll pull some feathers. sticks. Minutes. Should be back up to at least cooking meat length. Chop another branch. Maybe we'll do that. 15 minutes. Excuse me. Thought I could chop up those boards. Alright, let's see how long this takes. Just so we know, I'm not going to chop it yet. Hour 18, just because that meat will burn. If I do it now. Man, I'm warm out here. So we are ahead of the curve. We're going to have to make that deer stuff eventually. To continue being ahead of the curve. Alright, so let's get you. Alright, we need an hour and a half on both of these fires. Just to be sure. Those hopefully will not burn. So let's do this real quick. Let's crouch so we don't attract any unfriendly wolves. Can hear them, so they are around. And we are exhausted, so two there, two there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we are cooking. I might want to put some more water.
I'm not sure I can carry much
We have a
more.
lot of meat now. So we are good for quite a few days on food, but can never have too much of water either. Food, once again, you can kind of overcook it, because this will start decaying now. Eventually get to the point where you can't eat it. We could sleep outside while that's cooking, actually. So again, I'm always worried about cabin fever. Although, did I turn that off? I can't remember if I turned that off when we started this run. Either way, it's probably better than pulling feathers. Hour. Let's do it. And then, yeah, we'll cook it till our firewood runs out, and then we'll sleep it off, get our health back. Okay, I'm gonna make some water. Are we gonna get another aurora? It's usually these pink sunsets are aurora sunsets. I think I used my last stick, right? So maybe we should go find at least one so we can start some fires in the future. Definitely gonna appreciate it. Or I can harvest some torches too. So they pull a few too many. So we have sticks. We don't have to go crazy. We're exhausted. So if we run into a wolf right now, it's gonna be real hard to fight that wolf off. Maybe we don't do anything too dumb. 60%. Harvest that. 2 minutes. Some feathers. I don't remember how many I have left of the feathers. 2 here. Did I put any inside? Is the question. Let's check. Nothing here. I could use the see in the dark feature, but okay. 4. How much does it take for the bedroll to upgrade? Go outside, check that real quick. Yeah, improvised down bedroll. $10. Okay, not even close. I thought it was like 5 in my head. So, well, noted. I think we'll get one more. One more set of meat. On that fire, for venison we can cook 2. 2 minutes. This fire. Probably not going to make it. Okay, let's see what that does. Is our fire starting? I can't remember how much extra fire we get. Only 10%, so not that much. So if it says 22, it's probably going to go for 24. So I'll get that another stick there. Let's go stick hunting. Is this scrub brush? Can I chop this? No. Those were rose hips. A wolf just killed something out there. No sticks yet. It's going to be close. I don't think we're going to get embers either because we started this fire off an old fire. Just add a stick. Just to make sure. And then yeah, once these last 2 moose steaks are cooked, we will head to bed, I think.
I can lay down and have a little sleep right here.
10 minutes. I don't know what we're going to do with this last few minutes of fire that we have. Let's try to be maximizing that. Yeah, let's so we can see where we're going to put this water. And drop our pot off. The low one there. Drop our water off. So we're definitely stocked for a while. Oops. Keep that, we're gonna need to chug water before bed. Cool. Alrighty. So yeah, I think we'll gonna wrap this up with our moose meat. Maybe make our half-liter of water with our fire, and then we'll go to bed. Call it a day. Make a half-liter for each. Our moose, we'll pull our last feather off. That carcass, this ptarmigan carcass, is probably on its way out. So if we want the down, we could probably get it off as soon as possible. Is that gonna make it? I'm just gonna trust that it's gonna make it. And if it doesn't, that is unfortunate. Aha. Calculated risk. So, cool. Alright, we got down. We don't need to carry it around, but it doesn't weigh very much. So one more ptarmigan will give us 4 more feathers, so we can upgrade that. So we'll look out for ptarmigan. Anything else we need to do to look out for? Probably drop some cattails off. Now that we have an enormous amount of meat, we don't need to carry just an absurd amount of cattails with us at all times. So we can navigate over here. This can be cattail storage. We'll keep 12 on us for sure. That's emergency rations for 2 nights. And then night vision our way over here to the bed. Alright. Sleep 10. It's not going to get us all of our fatigue back, I don't think, but close enough to go do some work. So yeah, I think that's, we'll call that. We got a couple days more on our Cougar timer. Hopefully we are right about to the point where it's going to show up. And yeah, hopefully we'll get that cutscene. I'll do a little bit more research and see, but I think now that we're food secure, we can go out and look for cougars.
I'll die if I don't drink soon.
It's another Maglin's fire, but it's super windy. Alright, let's eat some meats. And chug some water. And yeah, I think that'll be the episode. So it's not the best weather I've ever seen. It's very cold. So yeah, we'll have to decide about what we're going to do, if we go for a bear, if we go for the cougar. I'm thinking maybe we do go to the logging camp area, just to see if that bear is going to be one of our bears. If that's even a bear spawn anymore, I have no idea. That'll also take us through some areas that we haven't checked for cougar marking. So, yeah, I think we'll call that the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you saw how you can hunt a moose early on when your archery skill is terrible. And how to harvest it, cook it. I don't know if efficient way, maybe. But yeah, we'll go around looking for bears. I think tomorrow or whenever the next episode's going to be. Tomorrow in game. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.